I have always struggled with acne. Every single day, there will always be a new pimple on my face. Throughout middle school and high school, I've always struggled with insecurities about my acne and pimples. I thought it made me ugly. I thought it made me unattractive to other women. And when I stumbled upon self-improvement, that was also when I decided I needed to take care of my skin. So instead of me only using water to wash my face, I decided to do some research and figure out what products do I need in order to keep my skin healthy and eliminate the acne and pimples that I have on my face. Now, side note, this video is only on the products and the routine that I use for my face, but another thing that helped me improve my skin quality is your diet. So instead of me eating junk food or pastries or cereals, all that kind of crap, I've eliminated that in my diet, which drastically improved my skin quality. I also drink a lot more water and I slept more hours just to decrease my cortisol. And later on in this video, I'll go over the habits that I also did to help me remove this acne and pimple issue on my face. So follow these steps to improve your skin quality. All right, the first product that I use is a skin wash. Now you can use any skin wash that you want. It's called a face wash or skin wash or acne wash, whatever you want to call it. There are plenty of these in the market. I used to use the old Neutrogena one when I first started out, and I honestly didn't see any differences. The Neutrogena would smell like soap, honestly, and it would dry out my skin. So what I use currently is I have right here is this Funko one. Now this can come in a powder, which is available on Amazon, which I'll link down below. But the one I use right now is an acne care one, which I don't see on Amazon. So you can use this if you want, or find a product and test it to see if you see any differences. What I've noticed is that every type of skin is different. So let's say someone uses one product. You may react differently than the other person. This person may see results, they don't have dry skin, but on the contrary, you may have dry skin. You may break out more just by using that product. Anyways, the point of a face wash is to remove all the dirt and oil on your skin. Man, back in middle school and high school, I was always super active. I was always constantly sweating, which meant I developed oil all over my face. My face was oily and it was honestly unattractive, which also caused all the breakouts on my skin. So that's why I decided to use a face wash to mitigate the oil on my face, to unclog the pores, hopefully, to remove the dirt so I don't get irritated or inflamed and deal with the acne on my face. Now you can use a face wash whenever you want, however frequent. I honestly think you should only use it twice a day, but currently for me, I use it once a day, which is during the night. But when I first started out and I had a lot of acne on my face, I did it twice a day. So I wash my face in the morning and then I wash my face at night. You can pick any one you want. I honestly suggest you to just wash your face at night, just because you're going to sleep on your bed into your pillow, which your pillow could also have some bacteria. But basically you want to at least have a time where you eliminate all of the oil and the dirt on your skin. Another thing that you need to invest in is a face towel. So whenever you wash your face, you need to dry your face with a nice, soft face towel. You want to dap it, you don't want to rub it on your face. Hell, if you want to, you could use your bath towel, but you'll be introducing bacteria again into your face. So if you want to keep your face a nice clean area, that's why you should get a face towel in order to prevent you from breaking out again. All right, the next thing that I use, which my sister introduced me to, is a face oil. Now this can be legitimately any face oil that you want to use. There are many out there on the market. Currently the one I use is the Ordinary, which is the salicylic acid one. And I've honestly been using this for many years now, probably around 4 years. So the face oil I use is the Ordinary, which have a variety of different face oils that can help you with whatever you need. I believe they have one for your redness, so if you have problems with that, they have a face oil for that. Now the benefits of a face oil is that it helps exfoliate your skin. It helps deeply clean pores and reduce inflammation. And like I said, it honestly depends on which oil you get. So the only time when I use a face oil is during night. After I shower, after I wash my face, this is when I use the face oil to help clean my face better so I don't have any more future breakouts the next day. All right, the next crucial step in my routine is a face moisturizer. Now, I have crusty skin if I don't use a moisturizer after I've washed my face. There's a little bit of dryness to it, and it's honestly not that great to look at. So what I like to use is a simple face moisturizer. Now, like I said, there's many different companies out there that you can choose from. I just chose this one just because it has some skin protection from the sun, and honestly, it's worked for me. It doesn't cause any breakouts whenever I use it, and moisturizes my skin enough. But there's many different ones out there, especially for this brand. There's other brands out there. Whatever you need, find it for you. You can try it out, see if you like it. There's also morning and night ones as well. So this one that I have is a morning one. So whenever I wash my face in the morning, this is the one I use right after I dry my face, of course. But when it's nighttime, after I add the acid to my face, I can use a PM moisturizer just to help replenish the moisture in my skin. Now, I used to use a PM moisturizer on my skin, but I honestly don't see a point right now for me to keep moisturizing my skin when the next morning I'm going to be washing it off anyways. But if you really have dry skin, I suggest you to have a PM moisturizer, so when you go to bed, and then an AM moisturizer, so when you wake up, wash your face, whether go through your first phase of your skincare routine, then you can moisturize your face so you don't look crusty when you go out in public. All right, the last product I use, which I don't have with me physically, is having a deep exfoliator. So when I first started out, I used something called a deep exfoliator cream or whatever. It's basically another face wash for your skin, right? It has a more texture to it. So when you put it on your face, it's kind of like a scrub. It's removing all the dead skins. It's doing a deeper clean in your pores to remove all that dead skin cells, all that dirt that's stuck in your pores, which will later cause breakouts whenever you have enough of it to cause an irritation in your skin. Now, I use one just called Viking Evolution. There's, again, many different types of deep exfoliators out there that you can choose from. You can try one, go to another one, whatever you want, but I'll also link the product that I use in the description below. Anyways, when I did start using the deep exfoliator, I did see a drastic difference in my skin. I felt more cleaner, my skin was softer, and I saw less breakouts, especially on my cheeks and my forehead. I did this 2 to 3 times a week, so whenever I did shave, whatever facial hair I did have, that was when I used an exfoliator before I did the shaving. So back then in college, what I would do was use my exfoliator, shave, use my face wash, and then add the moisturizer to my face. Now, you can use an exfoliator whenever. I honestly use it in the morning, but you can use it at night if you want to. This routine can be built for whatever your needs are, but this is my routine that I did, which drastically reduced the acne on my skin. Now, I do have some pimples still, and that's probably because I kind of touch my face too much and I have a lot of stress going on in life. Lack of sleep kind of affects, my skin quality. But I've also, like I said before, followed certain habits to reduce the inflammation and the acne on my skin. Now, there are many things you can do, but these are the habits that I have direct control over that has helped me reduce the amount of acne on my face. So like I said before, focus on your diet. So have a cleaner diet, remove junk food like fried foods, pastry, sugary foods, anything that is excessive. Drink lots of water for sure. Exercise. So one of the biggest things in my college days, in my high school days, even middle school, I like to touch my face, like put my hand on my face and just rest it during class. And our hands are pretty dirty. Like, I don't remember intentionally washing my hands before I touch my face. So basically, whenever I put my hand on my face during class, whenever I'm bored, I'm just introducing more dirt and bacteria to my face, which could cause more acne and pimple development. But once I stopped touching my face, I would honestly just use my hoodie, put on my face or whatever. I've seen a decrease in acne activity. Now, a more optional approach to reducing pimple and acne presence is using some cream or a sticker. Now, if you have a pimple that you can see, use some acne cream or use a pimple patch and put it right on it. Don't pop it, because popping your pimple will help develop scars, which you don't want. So what you want to do is use some acne cream, put it on, or use a pimple patch, which is a lot more cleaner than using pimple cream, because pimple cream is honestly annoying and I've used it for many years, gets everywhere. But a pimple patch would also do the same thing and help reduce the inflammation and the appearance of the pimple. All right, that's basically my skincare routine. It's pretty simple, it's not excessive. I try not to make it as complicated as I want it to be, because I don't like going through many steps throughout my day. So if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments below. Like I said, I'll try to link all the products I've used in the past and the ones I currently use, if I can try to find this one for you. But yeah, man, my friend did ask me, what was my skincare routine. So this was pretty much a video for him to understand, what I did to eliminate the acne or prevent it, but also what habits that are actually useful and healthy for you to mitigate the acne. Our skin is also an organ, so it reflects what we consume. All right, thank you for watching, bro. If you haven't already, subscribe right here. And guess what? YouTube is recommending you this video next. All right, remember to go improve it.